Alright, this is going to be an unboxing video of the Chevrolet suspension kit. This covers a wide range of models, including the Avalanche Silverado, probably the Escalade, probably the Sierra, probably the Yukon, probably the Tahoe. And if I'm wrong about any of that, they most likely sell one that's similar, but I'm pretty sure all those General Motors full-size trucks and SUVs are pretty much the same vehicle when you're talking about structurally. So these are control arms, I'm guessing uppers based on looking at them. However, I suppose they could also be lowers, but they look more like uppers. You notice they're packed very well, including having a protective cap over the ball joints there, because you want your ball joints to be firm. That's the best way to tell if they are in need of replacement, is if they wobble. So if this is solid, but usually the older ones will wobble around real easily. There is a end link. I'm not sure what piece that is. I'm sure I'll figure it out once I'm working on it. So you can see those ball joints are solid as a rock, which is what you want to see. And this appears to be a complete kit. The only thing I think you could possibly consider getting in addition to this would be your struts or shocks, whatever you want to call them, and springs. But it looks like you have everything else. Inner tie rods looks like, again, nice and solid. They don't wiggle around. Outer tie rods. The trick you can do when you install these is measure your existing ones. So basically from whatever point you can reach to the end, and then try to make these the same length before you install them. I still recommend getting an alignment afterwards, but you'll be pretty close to spot on, obviously, unless your vehicle is already way out of alignment, which is possible too. Basically, what happens when these are on the vehicle is they can turn, and so if it unthreads, this lengthens. If it turns the other way, it shortens, and that's basically what messes up your alignment. And you have a lock nut on there to try to keep that from happening, but let's face it, there's a ton of vibration when you're driving, and while any system like this is great, there's still always the chance that this unthreads from the vibrations and then this starts turning. Put it this way, if you have an office chair and just sitting in it day after day loosens the bolts on it, you can imagine how much these take from the road vibrations. So I've felt quite a few suspension kits in my day. My initial reaction to this one is it feels very solid and secure. Everything feels well made, very heavy, which is basically what you're looking for. So I think this is going to be a great replacement for my 2004 Chevy Avalanche, which you've seen in other videos. I will do a separate installation video showing you how to change this out, and my caution to you will be, if you don't have an impact wrench, preferably a small one that can fit into various nooks and crannies, then something like this is probably not something you want to tackle, because if you just have hand tools, it can be done, but it's a very frustrating and time-consuming job. Whereas having an impact wrench oftentimes just takes a few minutes to remove each component, so keep that in mind. But yes, great setup here. I believe they sell one for pretty much every model year, make and model. Like I said, this set here covers a wide range of model years, makes and models, because, like I said, General Motors pretty much made these vehicles identical on the guts part.